There is a format on Animal Pack YouTube channel that's called Barebones Bodybuilding, and it's supposed to be a workout with very limited equipment, like you would have, let's say, maybe in a hotel gym or at your own basement. We decided to do legs. I can relate pretty good to that because when I was in boarding school, that was exactly the situation that I was faced with. So my first 5 years of training, from when I was like 15, 16 years old until I was 20, that were like exactly my circumstances. We had a power rack, a barbell, a bench, and an adjustable bench, and dumbbells that you had to put together yourself, and you couldn't go much heavier than 60 pounds and each dumbbell. For one dumbbell, you couldn't even do two 60-pound dumbbells. Okay, maybe we could do like two 45s, but one 65-pound was the max. So how I trained legs back then is almost the same how I trained legs at the Barebones in Diesel gym. We just replicated that. So we did 10 sets of squats, supersetted those with 10 sets of walk-in lunges and 10 reps of the squats and 10 reps on the lunges, basically going with as little rest as possible and as strict form as possible. It took me to complete that like 40 minutes, and after that my quads were fried. We're like 2 or 3 days later after that, and it's still sore because the shock of that training that they weren't used to was so great, and I love it. I almost think about going back to that and doing that for a while, only using barbells and no more leg presses or leg extensions for my quad workout.
You all know on the last set, you always got to do one extra. Okay? So count. We just got done in like 40 minutes with let's say lower body or upper thigh, and we did squats supersetted with walking lunges, 225 only on the squat and body weight on lunges, but we did 10 sets of both. 10 sets each, 10 reps each on the squat, and 20 reps on the lunges each set, and with as minimal rest as possible. And as you can see, after 40 minutes, I'm freaking drenched. I almost thought I'd pass out a couple times along the way, but it was pretty cool. So I think that does it for pretty much everybody who's got to get a quick and simple, not easy, but simple leg workout in. You just need a bar and 4 plates, maybe only 2 plates if you're a beginner, and that's it. See? That's what it's supposed to look like when you're done. If not, you probably haven't trained hard enough.